Plan Cut Metalwork, January 27, 2019. Well, this is just I'm going to do some rope cutting test today, but this is to show you that one of my oven, the other one will come soon. My two liquid nitrogen container, the two door, and my rickety toaster oven for tempering. And this is the side of my tiny office where I do the work. And enter into it, close behind me. And then my grinder all set up. And my this is the water bucket, and hooked to the vacuum, the cyclone, and the bandsaw, and the vacuum, dust vacuum is below. Anyway, and here the side, the tiny, very cramped office, and a lot of bulk steel over there in that corner, in there, and I still have to set it up and clean. And some of the steel right there, some more steel here. On the other side of the office is the where I hang all the. I will show you my blank and the belt. Okay. So anyway, so that my setup of my powder tester right on the below there, but I didn't want to show that part. Anyway, today I'm going to test this list of steel. Hard to see here, read, which is right there, all the way. I can read it off. For the baseline, I will use the Spyderco with the steel is ZDP 189, and I got another baseline of mine is the Vanadis 4E 64 Rockwell, heat treat 2.5, and the rest of the blade heat treat 3.0. And this is the CFV Cruise Force V 64 Rockwell, and over here is CPM T15 60 Rockwell, Niolox 64.5 Rockwell, 3V 64.5 Rockwell, D2 65 Rockwell, M2 66 Rockwell, 440C 63.5 Rockwell, S30V 64 Rockwell. And each of the blade here, I'm going to cut the rope, and this is the rope here. It's been in the ocean. This is a lobster trap in the ocean. It contains a lot of sand, and I got washer sore on the beach, so it contains a lot of sand. I hit it on concrete a little bit to knock off some coarse grit. But so basically, what I'm going to do is, all these knives, all these blades sharpened using Edge Pro with 15 degree precise, and with using the diamond plate, 400 grit and 600 grit. And after 600 grit, I deburr using the DMT diafold extra fine to deburr, so they will cleanly slice phone book paper or newsprint paper. And this is I will keep track of the count, because they won't be consistent. Consistency in the rope probably not going to be that great. So I will cut 5 cut each knife. It's the blade here, and then I keep going through them so that at least they get exposed to a similar close-up area of certain rope. And so the number of cut going to be not very high count. I don't think so. So that's why I got that rope, and this just in case it make into this piece. So, and here is the cutting board, that old cutting board, and I will cut it. All right, I will start cutting here. We started with the ZDP 189, so I just go on this list here and record every 5 cut go to make we'll mark it down or whatever, and then we'll cut until it won't cut anymore. And you will see here the Spyderco manbug, and we'll go first. I will cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it may pass 1. So you can see and the next one is a Cruise Force V. I would try to use pretty much, you know, of course this is the limit, how much each blade going to go to, and this is not about edge retention, it's more of an edge, how long it can work doing this task. So it's a wear resistant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be short. It won't be a long test. So 5. I forgot. I should do the Vanadis 4E here. Oops, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I keep going to go through all the blade, and toward the end, or after to the end, I will turn the video back on. Okay, all the blade with the axe is already done. So I haven't tested the S30V and the T15. Anyway, I mean the ZDP and the Vanadis 4E, I mean they're on this row here. So we'll see whether or not the S30V is better finished. I mean make this 5 cut or not, and we'll go from there. So did the last 2. So will you see how much cutting that I'm talking about is going to stop. This S30V, this section of rope is really dirty, so they'll die. So talking about trying to do whatever to cut it. So pardon my heaving and breathing hard trying to cut it. 2, 3, 4. I think this is about to be done. I put a lot of force on it, a lot of pressure, and I begin 5, 6. Maybe to make one more. I call it 7, and that is a lot of effort. 7, and S30V is done. Yeah, this section of rope here is full of sand, so that's why they all die a little bit more abrupt. But again, I'm in the apex of the knife here, the edge here. This is T15 here, and it's 6-day Rockwell. And see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get a knot or something here. So let me move. 10, 11, 12, 13. See the sand? 30 and 14. Hopefully I count correctly. So very tired. 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I call it 18. I'm tired. Yeah. Actually, it's the best looking edge. Actually, it's very little light reflect, but that's 18 then. So 18. So pretty much sum up here, the T15, this is the Moss cut. The baseline, the ZDP 189 of Spyderco, the 32 cut, Vanadis 4E, 64 Rockwell, the 33 cut. Cruise Force V did 26 cut. Niolox did 33 cut. 3V, 64 and a half Rockwell, did 29. D2, 30. Yeah. I mean, plus or minus a few cut because of the unlucky you hit more sand or less sand or whatever it is. So it given that when there a gap, like maybe five cut different, then it maybe there's a difference. Otherwise, we don't think much about it. M2, 66 Rockwell, the 29 cut. 440C actually did 30 cut. S30V did 37. The T15 did 48 cut. So the T15, 68 Rockwell, and then also, you know, M2, I mean, not that high of a carbide volume, did pretty well. So overall, I mean, they all end up on this row here. It could be that, you know, in terms of, they're like cutting really dirty carpet there. I mean, in this case, is whether you can make the cut. And so, yeah, the apex got dull, and they're not equal. Some of the apex, actually, I can see they clearly reflect light. Some hardly. And the last two, the S30V, oh, I got a blister. The S30V and the T15, actually, the apex are very clean. So what is cut? I mean, it's partly at the stability when you cut into the sand, into the grain of sand. So that stability, whether or not the edge fracture out or they get blunted drastically, but I don't think we end up with basically this is dull by abrasion against the sand, yet where the matrix of the steel, and of course knock the carbide off, so the carbide no longer, you have a little micro serration. Well, anyway, so I mean, cutting this polypropylene rope, plastic, but with a lot of grit, it's really the test here. And so, if you were picking for wear resistant, in this case, I mean, the T15 stand out, and the S30V actually better because clearly I can cut with ease. Some of the steel struggle, I mean, the M2 finished, even though the 29, but I think I have tough time finish the 25th cut here. But then it go up to 29. And the D2 actually was easier cutting, but toward the end, they get the last two cut, they just die. They just won't cut anymore. After the 5th cut, and I try to cut some more, it just won't go. And the 3V, the same thing. I mean, I have to press really hard to get there. Niolox was surprisingly, I mean, initially, I mean, because it's really thin blade, and I have really hard time controlling the blade, so it wobble everywhere. But toward the end, I mean, I want to get into it, I control better, so it's so a good result. And the Cruise Force V, And again, I mean, it's actually sort of surprised me a little bit to get that far, even though it seemed to be a dead last among the group here. And the Vanadis 4E, compared to the 3V, well, I mean, they have a lot more carbon, so somewhat higher carbide volume, higher, but it's not super higher. Anyway, and so it did better than the 3V, even though the 3V is half a Rockwell harder, plus or minus half a Rockwell difference. I mean, buffer anyway, the error margin. And the Spyderco, the ZDP, did a pretty good job. I mean, 32 cut. Well, I got a big bag of these things. So, and this is my, to be fair to say about this rope, actually the previous rope I cut to this end, and then I know they don't have enough for the 10 blade, so I have to switch to other rope. But how much sand it is, so you have a feeling, so you can see. It took a long time to sharpen these things, so I guess I will make this video more detailed. I mean, this kind of lengthy, and it could be boring, but you can see the amount of sand in that little rub. There's plenty of sand, and these are very coarse because you can see them. Even though I already shake them up a little bit, but these are sand, and so when the apex hit one of these things, deflected or head on, well, this thing is about anywhere between, of course, you don't see. I mean, couldn't see all the way to maybe 15 micron or 20 micron. So yeah, it's pretty large particle. All right, well, thanks for watching.